Well, engineers in Canada have managed to find a way of harnessing power that involves chewing. Yeah, that's right. You chew, use your hefty jaw muscles to generate electricity. They've created a device in a chin strap harvesting this natural energy, and they hope that their creation will one day take the place of batteries and hearing aids and earpieces and other small gadgets. Dr. Jeremy Voix is one of the creators of it, the chin strap device, that is. He's a mechanical engineer from the École de Technologie Supérieure in Montreal, Canada. Hello, Dr. Voix.
Hello, Rod.
Very nice to have you with us. At the moment, is this a fairly big and rather ponderous device? I mean, what does it look like?
Well, it looks exactly like you described. So it's currently a chin strap. So this is really something that is to be mounted under the chin, and it fits well with some of the people that we are interested in, that are typically, or that can be wearing some headgear. So they can be wearing some protective hats, some hard hats, some helmets, because we deal mostly with hearing protection and protecting people from toxic noise, while letting useful signals like speech and warning signal get through. So we are really dealing with, we call that advanced hearing protection and digital earplugs. So that's a little bit of the background.
Yes. So now I'm trying to imagine what kind of clients you would have for this. I mean, I'm thinking about people on building sites or something, but I'm not quite sure. Am I on the right track?
Yeah, well, you are. Definitely the original interest that we had was really to design a kind of bionic ear, we would say. So that was something that would, integrate that advanced hearing protection I mentioned. So something that protects you against the toxic noise, let the useful signal get through. So typically in an occupational noise environment, in a high factory industrial noise, or in military exposure as well, that could be useful. But this device would be as well integrated with a hearing aid device, because you know that we are all aging, and we need at some time to hear better the voice and have some speech enhancement to be able to hear, that conversation in the restaurant, and to get away from the babble noise and things like this. And at the same time, it could be that device that we call the Bionic Ear, could be as well integrating some of the, gizmo gadget you referred to, like, there's those cell phone earpieces, Bluetooth dongles, and so on. Mm-hmm. So all in one, we really were looking for a source of energy to power this one device. And we were really considering, an alternative for batteries, because you may realize that hearing aid batteries typically have a very limited lifetime. They would last, for 7 days maximum, and you often have to change them, every 4 or 5 days, and that's each time to a battery, and so that can be very inconvenient for people.
I mean, that's very interesting, because the problem is, people like to have very small hearing aids, don't they? They've been trying to miniaturize hearing aids forever. Mm-hmm. So can you make your device small enough that it's not noticed?
Well, but that's the funny thing, is that as you noticed, those hearing aids are smaller and smaller, and then people have to change, every week, as we said, they have to change batteries that are getting smaller and smaller. And obviously the people that use hearing aids, do not necessarily have the dexterity that we expect. And obviously this becomes really a pain and a challenge for them. So our take on that was really to design a system so that this earpiece could be really self-sustainable and, harvest its energy exactly locally, in the ear canal. So that was our first idea. And we actually had a first let's say, invention on an earpiece that would be made out of what we call the piezoelectric material. So this is a physical material that has that property to generate some electricity when it's under stress. So now you can imagine that this ear canal, where you're putting your, let's say, earpiece, is obviously a very dynamic place. You can feel that, if you're putting your finger inside the entrance of the ear canal and opening your jaw, opening the mouth, you can feel that there is a huge movement involved and a huge displacement. And this is exactly that kind of energy that we initially wanted to harvest using that piezoelectric earpiece. So that was how the story started a little bit.
It's really very intriguing. How long do you think it would take you to get some kind of usable device to market at this point?
Yeah, well, currently this second innovation that we release is really using the fact that the chin now is moving when you're having your having your meals during the day, because you will be chewing for during those times. You'll be maybe chewing gum during the day. You'll be maybe speaking, and all those movements and jaw joint activities will actually create some energy that we can harvest at two places. So the first one I described was really in the ear canal. And the second one being really that chin strap that we started with, and the discussing the first thing we discussed, so the chin strap, and the chin strap is really just a proof of concept. So here, the paper that we just released was really just to show and put some light on the fact that devices in the future may consider using that powerful jaw movement to actually generate their own electricity and be autonomous. So to answer your question, in just a second, Rod, that's it's obviously there is a need for improvement, and there is a lot of room for improvements. Currently, the piezoelectric fiber composite that we use, the PFC, is an off-the-shelf product. It could be certainly optimized for the kind of application that we have. And currently under the chin, we just have one layer of this material, this PFC component. So it's like a foil that we basically, stick or glue or encapsulate inside that strap. And we could obviously stack a few of those, a few layers of those, and increase the power. And obviously we need to increase the power significantly, because currently we are just in the microwatt range, and we need to reach the milliwatt range. So this is obviously the way ahead.
Well, very good luck. Thank you very much, Dr. Voir.
Very welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, let's join John Sinif now at USA Today. And John, we've been talking a little bit about this already, the Congress voting to authorize the president to